The reti is a less common but flexible opening that controls the center with the knight before committing a pawn. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center and controls the d5 and e4 squares. c4 controls the important d5 square. This prepares the bishop for development. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center and controls the d5 and e4 squares. Bishop g7 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center, developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This strikes at the center to fight for space. This misses a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. A straightforward recapture. This moves the pawn to safety. This prepares the bishop for development. There were worse moves, but also something much better. Out comes the rook and into the battle. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This misses an opportunity to move a queen to safety. One more piece joins the action. This allows the opponent to win a pawn by eventually removing a key defender. The knight was sacrificed, a brilliant move. This wins a pawn. The correct move to safety. This wins a pawn by removing a key defender. A clear recapture. That was a free pawn. A very strong play. This wins material, developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. The knight was sacrificed, a stunning move. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. This forces the opponent to lose castling rights. This evades the check from the rook. Ignoring the threat on the queen, a difficult move to see. This allows the opponent to eventually win material. This wins material. This evades the check from the bishop. This is the only move that works, the clearly correct move for a threatened knight. This evades the check from the knight. This reveals a check on the king. This steps away from the checking bishop. This avoids clear danger. This steps away from the checking knight. This reveals a check on the king. This evades the check from the bishop. Recaptures from a previous move. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This wins a rook. A solid choice. That rook was free for the taking. This creates space for the king to move in case it is attacked. That pawn was free for the taking. This is the strongest option. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This moves the rook to safety. This simplifies the position, which is beneficial for black. Very precise. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. Recaptures from a previous move. One of the best moves. The knight finds a new active square, right on target. The piece finds a new active square. This avoids clear danger. A very strong play. This is the strongest option. A solid choice. An active king is critical in the endgame, and one of the best moves. This wins a queen. This permits the opponent to force eventual. This forces an eventual checkmate. This evades the check from the knight. This continues the checkmate threat. This evades the check from the bishop. This continues down the road to checkmate. This steps away from the checking bishop. This continues the checkmate threat. This steps away from the checking knight. This continues down the road to checkmate. This evades the check from the knight. And the game is over.